Hello guys, welcome back to Cassette Confessions. In this video we're looking at the Sooty show, Izzy, Whizzy, Let's Get Busy from 1991. Probably most least remembered VHS are my collection, of the weird sporadic collection. There are maybe a few, but this one's all a bit weak. I don't really know much about this VHS. I do own it. Physically own it. I've owned it for years. But I've never really understood this one very much. Like, I've actually really watched it or basically got into it really, to be honest. But it's there, it's always been in the collection. You always have like tapes that have always been, like sort of the back, collecting dust very much. You think, will they be watched? I don't know. But this is actually one of them, unfortunately. There's some interesting facts about this one, so let's do this. So this is actually a reissue of a VHS that was released in 1982 called the Sooty Video Show, which apparently was the very first Sooty VHS to be distributed, believe it or not. Yeah, think about that. Yeah. Obviously, but this is where it gets a bit interesting in terms of like it's there's different reissues and everything that's about. The original version, the HD version or the video show version, ran for about 60 minutes, an hour, believe it or not. This version I've got only runs for about half an hour, strangely, and then it was reissued on DVD back in the 2000s. And it was released in 45 minutes. So it's really strange that is. Like, I have this has the least footage, or let's say, well, yeah, like minutes, and of course, like a lot of stuff was cut out. Like most of it, like half a show has been cut out. Mainly stuff with Sue's parts, really. What I've read, looked up this VHS, is mainly focused on the matches between Susie and Matthew and Sweet, but Sue's mainly out of the picture most of this video, which is a bit shocking, really. It's a shame that they're actually I don't know. It's released by Temple Video, so it's a bit, yeah, it's a bit, there could be a bit, here and there with some video releases, of course, but I think this one's probably one of the worst ones I own. I mean, I have maybe a couple of Temple video releases, but this one's sort of like at the bottom. It's just like, nah. It's like, really? Who knows? Excuse me, I'm just sorting my hair out, unfortunately. So yeah, but I've had this for years. And I looked at the cover, of course. The cover art is actually pretty good, which I use in the thumbnail, of course. I just don't know where to go with it, actually, with this one. Sooty is actually, longest standing, many years. He's been there for many years, since the 1940s, believe it or not. So his longest serving, he's still going strong. Live shows are still a thing. TV shows, it depends, actually, with that one. For me, to bring it out personally, of course, I'm fully a member of Matthew Colbert's era of the show, very much always his tenure as Sooty's puppeteer, believe it or not. Maybe because I knew most of his stuff. Like, I watched most of his again, stuff he's featured in. The only sort of things I remember watching of Sooty was sort of like an audience with Sooty, that live VHS that came out in the 90s, in 97, 98. Again, like that ITV or with an audience with, that sort of thing. Very much. That was great, that was, I have to admit, very funny. Sooty & Co. I had one called Elastic Tricks. I got from a market actually in Penrith years ago, like in a cattle farm or something like that. They do like you do markets down there. I got from there, and a DVD of the Sooty show, which I think it's just like a reissue of one of the early ones, like Three Men and a Boat or something. Or no, I think it's just it's like a DVD of a old PT video that was released. Stuff like war skiing, Three Men and a Boat, and like a trip to seaside, which I remember like they couldn't go to the seaside, of course, because of bad weather and stuff like that, or getting lost, so they ended up doing it at home. Yes, indeed. So that's my sort of understanding of Sooty, very much. Sooty Co. I do enjoy. I think it's great, even though it's like multiple hours, very much in that sort of vein. It's in Manchester. It does feel like it's on the same sort of street as multiple hours, so it's a bit strange. Like is it carrying the baton of the shop thing? I don't know really. Excuse me about this. Sorry, again, hair, I need to get done or something like that. Again, weather's not the best as well. Going too long and just like going curtains. Sorry. So that's my sort of understanding of Sooty, especially with the VHS age as well. That's my sort of about my sort of knowledge about it, really. Even though I remember when I got those, actually, believe it or not, those VHSs in particular, I know where they came from. This one I don't. I don't know the least about it, unfortunately. So It's just there, even though it's edited as hell. The version I've got, it's only half an hour out of an hour's show or an hour's footage of the original. It's a bit strange, really. It's a bit obscure, and I just don't really go with that actually. So it's just here. It's just filler. It's a bit filler, really. You know, this is like a filler episode, unfortunately. It's time to be talking about the Sooty show, Izzy, Whizzy, Let's Get Busy from 1991. See what your thoughts are. Chances are I think there might be on, who knows, but it's just there for a reason, really. Anyway, see you guys. See you in the next video, and as always, just goodbye. Thanks.